Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Alright, we'll be back for some more Game of Thrones. We're playing the sister now. She's kind of hot. Is that... Am I allowed to say that? She a little bit. Hey, how you doing? That's what I'm talking about. But we're apparently in King's Landing now, which means I would say that there is a strong likelihood of us running into some recognizable characters. Let's look at my brazier. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Brazier, she is cold. Understand. I'm used to it. Getting the cold shoulder. Alright, let's see. I tried not to do like the things that are gonna like automatically... I don't want to go to the next section yet before I look at all the
Wonders
things.
Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider.
One of my favorite authors. Oh, Roderick. Is he dead? For real? Do you
I
think?
hope to see them all someday.
I think Roderick might not really be dead. I mean, he kind of... It was sort of suspicious, his potential deaths. What's in the box? All kinds of shit in the box. A Yunkish coin.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
No.
Ethan made this for me.
Nah, Ethan.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Lady
It went
Marjorie, I know
on
her.
to Lady Olenna.
Lady Olenna, I don't know who that is. An unfinished letter to who? Let's read it. That's a different
Father,
face.
much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
So it sounds like maybe news of the tragedy at the Twins has not perhaps reached King's Landing yet. At least not reached our young lady here, who may not know that her family is pretty much fucked in the butthole. That's what Mom has to say. A little teleportation there, don't worry about it.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Maybe she does know. Didn't get to look out the window. Can we look out the window still? No. Damn it. Oh well.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
It's a weird
Come
voice
in.
for a little dude. Oh, it's in my chamber, boy. Come take my poop away. Oh, he's doing the brazier.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
Yeah, there could be ears
Please
everywhere.
hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
The spider has little
you
birds.
work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
He's singing fishy. Got that eyebrow
I saw
up.
Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Bitch.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Well, shit.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Hey!
Lady Marjorie.
I've seen her tits.
You're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Did they get the actual voice actors to do this stuff? I'm not sure. It sounds like it could be her.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What
we do
you've
know.
suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Don't be too forward with it.
You must understand
Come
there are
on,
limits
naturally.
to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at
Nah,
a
I
time
don't think
I
that's
can
her.
least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Yeah, we heard about that. I can tell her that, though.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Bitch.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me.
I feel like Sansa all
She
over again.
demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask
Snap.
this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
That ain't gonna work out real well for me if
See
I
if the
tell
Queen
her I'm a
Regent is
traitor.
ready to receive us.
Yeah, you got ears everywhere.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
I gotta put down the family. I gotta distance myself from the traitorishness. All right. Oh, Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
You can do this.
A sexy man. Sexy man. These guys.
Ah,
his
Lady
head.
Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
That sounds like him.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
She kinda fucked
allow
up.
me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Give her the kneel.
Your
make
Grace.
make her feel good about herself.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
You gotta do it.
Is your family loyal to the king?
I gotta do it.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's
Oh,
loyalty
God.
to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
That was.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
That was a bad answer.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
I feel like I'm being too
Clever
ballsy.
girl.
Oh, Tyrion likes it.
Perhaps too clever for
Probably
her
not a
own
good
good.
thing, though.
The
No,
girl
fuck.
did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
Well,
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North.
okay,
Your
alright.
Grace.
Oof.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
If it's not them, they did a really great
Girl
job of
has a
finding voice
remarkable
actors.
talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
I'm doing my best.
Old allegiances are
She's
not
gonna be
easily
pissed.
abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king.
I don't
It would
think
be
she
a
likes me.
shame to see it fall into the hands
I don't think
of
she
another
likes me.
house.
That was
I
a little too
imagine
ballsy.
you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
Oh no.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve,
She's gonna be the queen.
what would you do then?
She's
I'm
the queen.
sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would
Do
be
it.
true to the
Just
king,
do it.
Your Grace.
Well
Oh,
said.
snap.
I was beginning to worry you didn't have
God
your
damn it.
priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her.
You've just made
Not
pissed
surprising,
everyone
I
off.
suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
You told me to tell her what she wanted to hear. Ugh.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Forgive me for saying it, but The Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them.
That's probably not what I should have said.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Oh, shit.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl.
We gotta do
aren't
it.
you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
You gotta love Tyrion. That guy's the man. He's really good in the books, too.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little
I
intimidating.
didn't feel it went that
It
great.
didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
I don't think it went
But
that
at
well.
least it's over now.
Pissed everyone off, I'm pretty sure.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
Slutty.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite
He is
handsome.
quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Fuck no.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
No, I don't want to do it.
Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my
Sarah,
handmaiden.
she's got some plans. She's gonna die.
Let's
She's so
see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
dead. Oh shit.
Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about. This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
Which
The
again looks a
Queen
little
was
sketchy.
pleased by your display, Mira.
Oh.
I'm just glad it's over.
The Queen was
King's
pleased.
Landing can be exhausting
Hopefully
sometimes.
she's not too pissed off.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
That's not really what I wanted to say.
You learn very quickly.
I guess it is what I wanted to say.
Your words to Cersei were
Okay.
brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Is it my family? We do it. We do it.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets
Sarah's a
between
slut.
us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
All right. All right. All right. Marjorie trusts her. Marjorie
on.
trusts her.
Ask.
Let's do mom. Say the mom angle.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like
Sarah,
it.
you shut your fucking
Think
mouth.
how he turned on Lady Sansa. It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
Shut your whore mouth. Now I hope she does die.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
Oh, snap.
Ramsay Snow
She
will
got that
arrive
for
at Ironrath within the
JJ.
week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Oof, that ain't a real happy face. Sarah looks worried. She's a slut, though.